The enemy army has dried up the nation's resources and put the people on a rationing system to construct a spaceplane launch and landing base in Houston. React swiftly, as paratrooper reinforcements are predicted to be dropped in from super assault heavy attack helicopters that defend the skies and the base. The objective is total destruction of all target areas and the super assault heavy attack Olajuwon helicopter. This mission goes by the call name Winner Takes All, Olajuwon versus Metal Wolf. Good luck and Godspeed, Mr. President.
This is DNN's Peter McDonald reporting. I'm coming to you live today from a U.S. military base in the outskirts of Houston, Texas. Scarce natural resources sent from the Spaceplane Center are collected and kept here. The U.S. military is collectively managing these goods under martial law. Acting as the defense for this area is this super assault heavy attack Olajuwon helicopter. Take a look at this firepower. 44mm M197 anti-aircraft guns, 80mm Bofors anti-aircraft cannons, two 10mm grenade launchers, and finally 12 missile containers. In addition to this heavy arsenal, it has the capacity to hold over 100 soldiers. A veritable flying fortress. As long as the Olajuwon is on the scene, Metal Wolf won't get off so easily.
Hey, Mr. Newsman! You rang?
The Olajuwon appears to be dropping parachute troops from its cargo bay. It'll be trouble when those reinforcements land, destroy the target areas while shooting down the enemy dropping into the battle.
Those must be some new kinds of weapons. They're being dropped one after another from the Olajuwon. Metal Wolf will have no choice but to deal with this firepower.
A musician was among the POWs you rescued. He was forced to perform to entertain the troops.
An elite paratrooper sniper unit and the pride of the U.S. Airborne is joining the fight. They're dropping into battle one after the other. This is a scene of biblical proportions, a modern-day David and Goliath.
Okay, Mr. President, let's shoot them down. The performance of the smart bomb seems to have fallen off. If there's no guidance device, it's flying blind.
Settle this. Sequencer.
You should knock out the launch bay doors that drop the bombs. First, start by reducing the strong attacks. That device seems to have improved the guidance function performance of the smart bomb, Mr. President.
Take a look at that. The U.S. ground forces have been totally decimated by the hand of Metal Wolf. But we still have the Speed Ace up our sleeve. That trump card being the Super Assault Heavy Attack Elijah 1 helicopter.
Some scientists were among the POWs you rescued. They were held against their will to research space resources. Destroying the launch bay doors, Mr. President. First, start by reducing the strong attack. The fuselage damage rate is above 50%. Get into gear.
From Metal Wolf's fierce assault, the Elijah 1 fuselage damage to the Elijah 1 has become intense. But giving up is not in the U.S. military's vocabulary. And the reason is, the Super Attack Elijah 1 helicopter is still in action. The Elijah 1's armor plating has taken an awful beating. The dreaded Metal Wolf fights like a...
Mr. President,
What's this? The Super Assault Elijah 1 helicopter. The helicopter the military said could never be shot down. This aerial fortress has been destroyed by one single foe dressed in mobile attack armor. But I will never give up hope, and hope will never yield to violence. I believe in American justice and my journalistic convictions. Because yes, the pen is still mightier than the sword. This has been Peter McDonald for DNN.
Hey, Mr. Journalist! Take a good long look. I think it's time for a new pen. Did you get in touch with the Resistance?
No, still no word. Maybe he was captured by coup d'etat forces.
No, he'd never let that happen. I'm sure he's out there waiting to make his move. I must see him. I made him a promise.
Oh, Mr. President.
I'm off to the next battlefront.